Sync.
Welcome to episode 2 of the Get Alongcast, featuring me, Thunder Ponage, and my Avery, and my good friend Jay, who I call Julius.
Please don't.
I love that. It's Julius Belmont, the Belmont that killed Dracula once and for all.
Well, I mean, all right, I can live with this.
You teamed up with the American military and Japanese Shinto priests.
All right, you know what? Fuck it. I guess I'm Julius. Why not?
He's cool. He's got a beard. So, I guess it's the day after. What day is Thanksgiving in America?
Thanksgiving in America is, I believe it's the last Thursday of November. Yes. So it was 2 days ago now, because it's Saturday the 28th.
Oh, right. I forgot to say the date. Thank you. It's November 28th, 2015, and it's episode 2. So what'd you do this week, Jay?
Well, I think the better question is, what didn't I do this week? Because, okay, as you know, this week was Thanksgiving in America, and we were so fucking... Okay, honestly, I didn't really do a whole lot this week, but
this week's been a slow one for everyone. I feel like
it's been a really slow week, especially since it's a fucking holiday week.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have work on Thursday, which was nice. Because I work overnight and it's fucking shit. As everyone who has ever spoken to me for more than 15 minutes knows, I fucking hate working overnight. But that's, I could do a whole episode on that by myself.
Actually, when I was working construction to, get money for class and stuff, I always dreamed of getting the night shift. The night shift looked so sick.
Well, okay, let me put it this way. If you can handle being awake by yourself for hours at a time without really being able to do a lot of stuff, depending on your situation at home. Like if you're with people that have a quote unquote normal schedule and have to be awake while they're asleep, if you can handle that, then fucking do it. I can handle it for a lot of the time, but there's just times where it's just like everyone that I know is asleep or busy doing something else, and it's just like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Just sit here and fist myself, I guess. But
oh my.
But no,
Good
this
tangent.
week has been kind of what
I said good tangent. Go on.
Oh. It's been it's been a slow week, in general for me. School let out on Tuesday actually, because my class on Wednesday was canceled. So I've just been honestly fucking around doing all sorts of nothing for the entire week, except for, playing video games, which we will get into a bit later on in the episode. But
if by a bit later on you mean at the very end, then yes.
Yeah, probably. I almost stuffed myself to death on Thursday because, God, I fucking love stuffing. Like, and I'm talking about the food. Not any kind of weird... you know what? Let's not get into that. What did you do this week? Instead of me...
I'll be honest with you. I did a whole lot of fuck all. There was a little bit of class preparing for some of my exams that are starting to pop up soon. Lots of Warframe.
Of course.
Warframe's having an event that started this Wednesday where they released a new character, just like a bonus character. And then it's double XP till fucking Monday. And so Nikki and I have just been playing it nonstop. And the amount of shit we've leveled up in that game in this last span of time is unreal. Also, just other than that, I've just kind of been, hanging around, catching up on some YouTube videos that YouTube series I skipped out on for a long time.
Yeah, I feel that. I've just been catching up on sleep that I've been skipping out on for the past couple of weeks. But yeah, that's about... I hate college. I fucking can't stand it.
It's not great.
It's not the worst. It's not the best. I just want it to be December 12th so I can fucking beat all my classes and not have to worry about it for their...
Oh, right. In the news...
Yes, let's just go to the news instead.
So this is purely a personal story, but I'm really excited about this. A little while ago, the Good Smile Company is like, "Yo, we're doing a Marthan Android," and I'm just like, "Oh my god, yes." Apparently, they're doing more Fire Emblem Androids. Why stop there, right?
Yeah, right.
They're doing, what's her name? Sheeta, the Pegasus Knight princess from New Mystery of the Emblem.
Right.
She actually comes with a little Pegasus you can put her on. It's so cute.
Oh my god, I need to see it later.
Yeah, I really like Fire Emblem. Chen really likes Fire Emblem. We talk about Fire Emblem quite a bit. I pre-ordered the Martha one after much deliberation, and it's not coming out till next year. I literally pre-ordered it a year in advance.
Wait. When's the release date?
March 2016.
Oh, well, that's not too bad.
I can hear our pinball machine off in the distance. Sheeta comes out in June 2016, so you get them one after the other.
Right.
I really want to buy it, but I can't justify buying more Nendoroids. Nendoroids are like crack.
Speaking of Nendoroids, it's funny that you bring that up because I got one in the mail on Friday.
Which one?
Actually,
is it an embarrassing one?
No. Well, that depends on if you find Kill la Kill Nendoroids embarrassing.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it's Satsuki. Or no, I know it's the Mako one.
Yes, it's the
Rumble Mako.
The quote unquote boss Mako Nendoroid, the one where she was like the Fight Club president in episode 4.
Yeah,
I think.
That's a fucking classic scene.
That's a classic episode.
I skipped out on that Mako. I don't really regret not getting it, but I can totally see why people would get hype about that. Like, it's a really good looking one, and all the face parts are compatible with the regular Mako.
I know, and it's fantastic. And the one thing, okay, you're probably gonna judge me for being excited about this, but the fucking hat that comes with it, that has the fucking hair sticking out of the back, like, half of the fucking drawings of Jotaro from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And I'm just like, oh look, it's another JoJo reference. Time to bother Avery with it.
For all you people who don't know, there's kind of an in-joke that started to come out of, is that a JoJo reference? Because I get really upset with people when they take extremely old things and go, oh, were they referencing JoJo? And it's like, no, that's a common turn of phrase that was also in JoJo.
Honestly, I just like doing it to piss them off. But
it's like how I like to piss people off by going, dude, tag your Undertale spoilers when people are talking.
Fuck off, Avery. You've already beaten the game. I don't even have to worry about
dude, tag your Undertale spoilers. Erebus hasn't done yet.
Oh, right. All right. I'll shut up for now.
He's probably been actually, he doesn't look at our chat. He's probably doesn't give a shit. While we're talking about anime products, since I don't have a 7-meter long body pillow to talk about today, unfortunately, I've got a 7-meter wide body pillow of the Arachnid. No, I don't. That would be hype as shit. But
you could use that as a bed, honestly.
Oh, for sure. I'd sleep on a giant spider.
Well,
but anyways, right. I got my fucking Cynthia Nendoroid, like Cynthia from Pokemon.
Oh, right. I forgot they made one of those.
I had to jump through hoops to get it because Pokemon Center is like, yo, we don't ship to Canada because reasons. So I had to get a good mutual friend of ours who's been in some of my videos, Alex.
Yes.
I had to get it shipped to him, and then he acted as the middleman shipping it to me. I haven't nailed unboxing because I want to wait till I'm home, but it looks like it's going to be fantastic. It comes with the Garchomp and everything, and all.
God.
They're going to release the N one later, and the N one comes with Reshiram. If I get both, I'm totally going to set them up on my desk having a little fight.
Oh, that's going to be great. There's one more figure that I'm planning on buying. Hopefully it's, stays that way and they don't come out with something else that I want, because I have too many. I have too many, it is. And that's the Majora's Mask Link figure that comes out in January of next year, I think. A
few people on my videos actually have commented that. It's like, oh yeah, you talk about that. It's like, I pre-ordered that. It's that, hey, a lot of websites give you free shipping for ordering that thing, so
yeah,
it's
I pre-ordered it from Good Smile directly, and I can't wait because this is gonna be weird. I really fucking love the shield of the fucking shield that he has at the beginning of the game in Majora's Mask. Just the design of it, it's just so it's so cool. I can't wait. Plus, the fucking Majora's Mask that goes directly onto his face.
That's like, a really cool addition.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of pre-orders coming soon, I pre-ordered one of those Token Ranbu Nendoroids.
Oh boy.
I know I'm mispronouncing that. Kogetsunamaru, the fox man.
I have no idea who that is.
He's got really long white hair. He's your standard fox bishi.
Ah.
But he comes with a little fox guide from the game, and it's so cute.
It's so cute.
It is kawaii desu, as
Please
you kids say nowadays. So that's there. We've rambled about anime products for a while. That's good.
Yeah, good.
While we're talking about retail, fuck it. Let's just go on to this. Nintendo Badge Arcade. Have you checked it out yet?
I haven't. I actually just got a notification on my 3DS today to download it, and I'm honestly not entirely sure what the fuck it is.
Be scared. It is. My brother and I were joking, calling it's going to be microtransaction hell, and it kind of is.
Oh, no.
But it's really good at its job because I spent like $7 on it already.
Well,
themes on 3DS have drained my wallet. I have like fucking 12 themes on my 3DS.
that's a problem.
I've maxed out the shuffle mechanic on it.
Jesus.
In some fairness, 2 of them I got for free for buying games. But so Badge Arcade, it's like a crane game. It's exactly what you probably saw on the Nintendo Direct. And once per day, you can do a practice run. And sometimes the practice pins you get that you can't use on anything will also be a free play, letting you get actual badges for free. Like maybe 1 or 2 tries. Or you can just pay $1 and get 5 tries.
Well, I can see how it's microtransaction hell.
And it's like, but then everything is super time limited. Everything is only available for 2 days. So you boot the game up and it goes, hey, Animal Crossing pins. And they can be used to boot your software. And then you look at them and you're like, oh, I want that. So you go to your practice catch, you get 1 free play. You don't get fuck all with it. And you're like, well, shit. And you put your money in because you gotta get the Animal Crossing figures. Because you're a soulless piece of shit. Like me.
We've been reduced to collecting digital collectibles in a game that's designed just to take our money. I can't believe how gullible we are.
It's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Online, like the official one back in the day. No. Like with Pokemon Trading Card Game Online, when you buy an actual physical pack, you always get a code in the pack that you can punch in the online version. And you get that pack online too. It's a great mechanic. Yu-Gi-Oh! Online tried this, but they didn't have the codes inside the booster packs. You'd have to pay for your deck separately online.
Why?
So the game crashed and burned super hard because it's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Is already the most expensive card game with the least fucking returns on when you're finished with it. But now I gotta pay double for it.
Fuck that.
Go use DevPro. Fuck.
Let's not even get into Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. That could be a whole fucking.
I could talk about how I've been trying to get back into it for like the past year, and my friend's like, no, dude, my Dolces are great again. I'm like, oh, that's perfect. And then I reach over, and then I look forward at the next super broken power creeped archetype, and I'm like, nah, let's not.
Let's not. Let's pretend that didn't happen.
Let's go play Warframe, which is rapidly becoming pre-apocalypse Payday 2.
Oh, no.
I said pre-apocalypse.
So that's a good thing then, right?
Yeah, pre-crisis Payday 2 is great. Post-crisis, which is what we have now, not so great.
No.
We could probably talk about how Payday 2 doubled down on the fucking microtransactions.
We could, but I don't really know a lot about Payday 2. But, fuck it, let's do it.
So, Payday 2, as we all probably remember, kind of crashed and burned horribly with its... Well, they added a horrible microtransaction mechanic when they said they would never do microtransactions. It's the most free-to-play style mechanic in a game that you're paying $20 for, with like $100 of fucking DLC that you do really want to buy. But so what they did now is that sometimes when you clear levels and you get your bonus, which has just been reduced to microtransactions, sometimes you'll get a vault, which you can pay $250 for to buy a drill to open the vault. And the stuff you get out of these vaults can sometimes be what's called a team boost. And team boosts are skins that always give your team bonus experience and cash. And since Payday 2 is just the ultimate grind game, kind of like Warframe, you really want to get team boosts. So
Right.
now you can barely play the game unless you get these team boosts and buy in the microtransactions, because people don't want to fucking play with you if you don't have team boost. Because
Now, do they stack? Or
yes, if everyone on your team has a team boost, everyone benefits from all of them.
Dude. Well, that is, I think. Now, granted, I have never played Payday 2 in my life. I know nothing about it. I know, other than apparently it was really fucking fun before the whole microtransaction hell happened. But this just sounds like the developer is trying to shoot themselves in the foot and, not have to work on it anymore.
I have a little bit of respect for Overkill. The fact that they had the balls in all this controversy to fucking double down on microtransactions, that takes some gall.
That does, well, is it really gall or is it stupidity?
Well, you have to be foolish to be courageous.
True. I don't understand why are microtransactions even if, well, I mean, I do because capitalism, but
Sometimes microtransactions kick ass, sometimes they don't.
sometimes, but anyway, let's not get into this. Let's see. What else is there to talk about that isn't microtransaction hell?
I don't know, what are some of the stories you were supposed to get?
Well, the funny thing about this is every fucking news site that I went on to look for stories for was reporting about Black Friday deals. So I'm just like, well, there's fucking nothing because it's Saturday.
Black
and
Friday
is over. There is one thing that I could talk about. I did mention it before when we were talking about that new segment that we may or may not do regarding...
We'll get to that. We'll do that in a little bit. Go on.
Okay. All right. But it was the Earthbound thing.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So do you just want to go into that now?
Yeah,
or?
sure. So this is our new weekly segment, which hopefully we can try and do around the halfway mark of our podcasts, of series that will never come back. This week's series that will never come back, Mother. Jay
And
reports.
this is direct word of God from an interview with Japanese gaming site Game Watch, which was translated by Kotaku. Basically, the creator, Shikasato Itoi, has confirmed that he will not work on another Mother game. Now, I know there's a Mother 4 in development by the fans, but the reasoning behind that is actually kind of reasonable, I think, personally. He said, among big-time pop stars, if they, put out 10 albums, around the 4th album, they can't make very good songs. The albums sell, but everyone at the concerts wants to hear songs from the first 3 albums. Everyone. So... and that's just, in a comparison between, the video game industry and the music industry. He wants to stop working on the Mother games before he starts, I guess, selling out would be the word to use here. He just wants the series to end on a positive note.
Yeah.
And considering how everyone and their mother has been ranting and raving about how fantastic Mother 3 is, it's probably a very good place for him to just kind of take a step back and, not work on it anymore.
No, that I have the deepest respect for that sentiment. But what's upsetting about it is that though he says he won't work on Mother anymore, technically what that means is that he won't work on Mother anymore. There's still a great possibility that Nintendo at some point will be, okay, Mother.
Let's make another Mother game.
Yeah, without your... It's like the scary thing of Konami making another Metal Gear game without Kojima.
Yeah. Although, and this is just... I don't really think that they're going to work on another Mother game because there's other popular... Well,
Mother's never
popular
sold
franchises that have not seen a sequel in at least, I don't know, 6 or 7 years. Cough, cough, F-Zero.
Hey, dude, just buy Fast Racing Neo. I really gotta check that out. I love F-Zero so fucking much, and I see Fast Racing, and I'm like, wow, that is an honest title.
Well, look, why have they not made another F-Zero yet? That's what I want to fucking
F-Zero
know.
GX is the perfect racing game, so they can't...
I mean...
So if they make another, it will never be as good as F-Zero GX.
I mean, you're not wrong, but they could at least, do some kind of an HD revamp like they're doing with Twilight Princess.
Oh my
And,
god,
just
my dick is rock hard at the thought of F-Zero GX HD.
I mean, that would just. I think that would be a really low cost. Well, I mean, in comparison to making a whole new F-Zero game, that would be a pretty low cost way to gauge interest in the series, see how many people are actually interested in buying an F-Zero game. Just be like, and then just go from there. Mm-hmm. If they did decide to make a sequel after that, then hey, that's good for the F-Zero fans out there. If they don't, well, at least we have one of the best fucking racing games on the Wii U.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And it would be a good way to apologize for the 2 smacks in the face that Nintendo has given F-Zero fans with the 2 different F-Zero courses in the Mario Kart 8
that are so good.
They are very good. They're so good.
We should play Mario Kart 8 after. Oh, I don't have my Wii U with me right now. Sometime we should play Mario Kart 8 because that game.
We should.
We should. I'm still upset that the Animal Crossing characters were not better than Rosalina. Oh well, I guess I'll continue playing Rosalina.
Oh well.
Oh, I really want to pick up that new Mario Tennis game. I love Mario Tennis so much, but I've been hearing that the new one doesn't have much content in it, so it's like can't really justify paying $65 for it.
Right. The last Mario Tennis game I had was the one on the GameCube, I think.
Oh, Power Tennis is so...
Yes, that one was so good.
My friend and I always said we'd make a competitive tier list for Power Tennis.
And then you never did.
We never did, but the top 3 was pretty much always like Koopa Troopa, Boo, and Diddy Kong.
God, you're so right, though.
Boo is obscene, Diddy Kong is obscene, Koopa Troopa is way too good.
Oh, God. I miss that game, honestly. I might fire it up later.
Yep. I got Mario Tennis Open on the 3DS. Wasn't a big... It was okay, I guess. it has the same problem as the new one, apparently. Just not enough content.
Well, that's a problem.
It's so weird. Rosalina's not in it, but you can play as a Luma.
That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
I'm not obsessed with Rosalina. I do really like Rosalina. But it's just so weird to me that you could unlock a Luma... but not Rosalina. It's like...
That just doesn't make... That's like having a Zelda game without fucking... I was going to say without Epona, but then the Wind Waker. And it's
a lot of them.
Shh. It's like having a Zelda game without fucking... Zelda. Oh, wait. Link's Awakening.
That's happened too.
Shh. Shut up. I don't have a good analogy. Oh, that's like having a Zelda game without an annoying counterpart. Wait. Damn it!
Zelda games are always different. They always miss components, so you can't do this.
True.
Let's talk about video game controversy. A lot of video games this week because it's a week off. People play video games, so you want to fucking fight about it. So, Dead or Alive Extreme 3. If you're not familiar with Dead or Alive Extreme is a weird volleyball spin-off, or quote-unquote volleyball spin-off of Dead or Alive, a fighting game famed for pioneering jiggle physics in breasts.
God.
So DOA X3 would not be published in the West due to what the developer cites as gender politics, which I admit is a little bit understandable. The game is pretty much just about women with giant anime breasts that ceaselessly bounce due to the rather bizarre jiggle physics engine they use, and them doing slightly lesbianish, fetishistic acts and other stuff. And then also the fact that it has the first lolly character for the series. I can see saying we're not going to release this over here. It's probably not going to work out so good.
Yeah.
But the game is going to ship in Japan with multi-language functions. Kind of like Anarchy Reigns did when it was initially released in Japan. Since Sega was like, we'll publish it a year or two from now, I guess. Platinum Games just translated the whole game, and you could just buy the Japanese version. Play that in English. So yeah, DOA X3, you can go import it in English. And PlayAsia goes, yeah, we'll do that. So, it's PlayAsia. Cool, right? And then, there's a little bit of controversy about it, because there were people who were really upset by this. And PlayAsia, being the lesser man in this situation, start being huge trolls on their Twitter to everybody.
Oh boy.
And I have some respect for them because they posted that classic image of Neptune from Neptunia wearing the top Nep hat. But they were being huge D-bags, and it was a huge fuck show. It was horrible. And I don't get it. DOA Extreme, whatever. If you want to watch like fantasy women with dubious ages smack their butts against each other, that's fine. That's fine. I love Senran and Kagura. I have no dignity.
Well, at least you admit it.
But hey, I like Senran and Kagura for everything but the fan service.
I'm sure.
If you played it, you'd understand. But fucking, like, I don't understand why you'd be upset about someone trying to import that, and I don't understand why the importers would have to be dicks about it.
Well, I don't really understand why people would be upset. Well, I mean, okay, look. I am 100% for making fucking stereotypical nerd boys cry their fucking eyes out.
Oh, I know. It's what I do to you every single day.
Shut the fuck up, Avery. but like, if people are gonna import something, if they're gonna go out of their way to try to import something, then like as a business, like from a business perspective,
there is interest in Dead or Alive Extreme. Like, there's plenty of creeps out there. Perverts need their pervert games.
Like, unfortunately, and as much as I don't like to admit the fact that there's, like, why the fuck do they have to have a fucking quote-unquote lolly character in there? I don't understand.
There's no one who likes Murray. No one likes Murray from Dead or Alive. No one. Everyone was upset about that. In fact, there's a similar character in Tekken 7 who is removed from the English release because she's a lolly.
Well, I'm sure there's at least a couple of people out there that really do like her, and like that's a whole nother topic that I will not get into because I'm trying to keep this as drama-free as possible. But fucking, I just don't understand why. Like, from a business perspective, I don't understand why you would alienate your customers like that. But
it's something I've always heard referred to as crash marketing, and it's just it's marketing through controversy, right?
Right. Okay. Well, in that case, then that does kind of make a lot of sense.
Because like they probably are going to get more imports out of making a scene out of it on Twitter and alienating people who wouldn't buy the game anyways. And I admit it worked because I was thinking to myself, like, man, Dead or Alive Extreme 3, I should import that and make a YouTube series out of it because there's going to be buzz about this game.
Oh yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of buzz about it, honestly.
Now, and it tie right into Let's Hentai. We could get Shin on there. Us playing Dead or Alive Extreme 3 and having wacky misadventures on Zack Island.
That would be an interesting series, I think. Now, me personally, I don't understand the appeal behind it. There are obvious reasons behind that I will not get into because they're very personal. But fucking, I just don't understand the appeal behind fucking Titty Physics, the game. I just don't. I don't get it.
Dead or Alive has we're gonna get in the technicals of Titty Physics. Dead or Alive has very outdated breast physics.
I am certain that is actually the case, but go on.
The guy who's like completely insane, who directs the Senran Kagura games, is so obsessed with like breasts, it's comical. Everything he said, like he funded a personal project of a 3DS controller that is a pair of breasts you strap to your face, and your eyes looking is the joystick.
What?
Yes. So anyways, so Senran Kagura has pioneered some of the most revolutionary breast physics known to man.
That's such a weird phrase, revolutionary breast physics.
Hey, revolutionary breast physics made Rufus's belly in Street Fighter the hypest shit ever.
Well, I mean, as long as there's some other use for it than breasts, I guess
want to
it's
see
not
more characters. I
thing.
would love to see more characters like Bob and Rufus in fighting games. People like the big guy who's super fast and cool. America sheds a tear. So Dead or Alive though still uses very outdated system of the breasts move like water. They're like big water balloons glued to their chest, and they never stop moving and freaking out. It's like if you go and play DOA 5, and it's just like it's almost horrifying nowadays. And when you're a kid and you're playing Dead or Alive 2, you're like, yeah, whatever, right? Like amazing.
Boobs.
And then but now like it's the year 2015, we expect more than water balloons.
Yeah, like, okay, let me put it this way: if you're gonna make titty physics the game, fucking
do it right.
If you're gonna do all that, spend all that fucking money, all that time, doing it, whatever. At least make it somewhat realistic. Don't just make it water balloons surgically attached to people's chests, because that does not work in real life. And like, one of the major problems that I have with stuff like Dead or Alive and stuff that's just like mostly like fan service like that is like it's always the women. Why is it always the women?
No kidding. I'm being dead serious. I know how sarcastic this sounds. We need a new JoJo game, and we need a new Choaniki game.
Oh God, why did you have to say Choaniki? That fucking shit. Well, I mean, technically, we are getting a new JoJo game.
Oh yeah. It actually looks like it'll be a really fun party game, which is nice.
Yeah, it really does. And I'm not even kidding.
All-Star Battle was a great party game.
If the new JoJo game gets an English release, I will buy a fucking something to play it on. I don't know what the fuck I would.
Actually, that reminds me. Tail and I have been meaning to play the old fighting game on Fightcade.
The fucking.
It's just called JoJo's Venture, the English version, but.
The 2D one, right?
Yeah, yeah. Fightcade supports it. I also own the PS3 HD remaster. That one's really fun. I played a little bit of All-Star Battle, and All-Star Battle's still the coolest because it has Bao in it, which is like the weird prototype sort of JoJo I've heard people refer to it as. It's the codename Sailor V of JoJo.
I see.
And All-Star Battle also has Monkey Nandayo. So,
also known as the best line in the entire fucking series.
Monkey Nandayo.
Other than probably the fucking
Kono Dioda.
No, not that. The other one.
Which other one?
Dio's horrible butchered English. Goodbye, Jojo. God, part 1 was such a train wreck. I loved it so much. But anyway.
Kono Dioda, just that is the story of my life in one phrase.
Essentially, yeah.
But anyways, while we're talking about fucking...
We were talking about titty physics. And then we got distracted by JoJo.
And Let's Hentai the Let's Play. Au Senki came out on PS3 finally in English.
I don't know what that is.
Au Senki is fascinating to me because back in the day of PS2 and stuff, a Dreamcast especially, Japanese visual novel games, eroge specifically, that would get translated, put on consoles, and then have the hentai component removed. That was a really common thing, and that just disappeared off the face of the earth for the longest time for obvious reasons. It didn't sell.
Right.
But Au Senki, same story. It's this Japanese strategy RPG with cool gameplay. I really like how it looks. Chen's been going crazy for it, and then they've translated the game and put it on PS3 and Vita, and selling it without the hentai component. And this fascinates me because I haven't seen this happen since Dreamcast. Of this visual novel, strategy RPG visual novel, censored and put on console. $40.
I think I'll pass.
I'm not passing. I'm picking it up. I mean to play it, and I was kind of thinking of since Chen's ranting and raving about it, it'd be really fun to get her on board and we do a full LP of it as Let's Hentai the LP, and then I wouldn't need to censor anything because it's all been removed.
True.
But yeah, no, it's got some good character designs in it, some not so good ones, but hit or miss.
True. Speaking of good character designs, though,
Indivisible.
Yes, exactly. You knew exactly where I was going with that. So, just to kind of recap from last week, we were talking about Indivisible. The Indiegogo has 6 days left. I just refreshed the page right now. It's at $1,195,681 US out of the 1.5 million that it needs.
6 more days.
6 more days. 6 more days of hell. I actually, at some point during this week, I sat down and played through the prototype of it.
And you loved it, and you forgot to fund it.
I loved it, and I did actually forget to fund it.
Yep, called it.
But I'm gonna fund it after this podcast. I'm probably gonna join it at the $30 level, just because it's it's so much. It's oh my god, like it's so fun. Like I know you mentioned the
secret cat boss.
The secret cat boss last week. I could not for the life of me fucking do the jump thing. I looked up how to do it. I didn't actually watch the fight because I didn't want to get spoiled or anything. Tiger and Indivisible spoilers, but fucking I know that you fight the developer's cat, and I really want to, but I just can't do the fucking jumps. I'm probably gonna attempt to fucking run through it again and give it another try just because I want to fight this fucking cat boss. At some point.
It took me like half an hour of trying. It was like 2 a.m. and I'm just sitting there axing up a wall, and I'm like, what is wrong with my life?
A lot of things.
It's 4 a.m. Why are you making chocolate pudding at 4 a.m.?
Because I've lost control of my life.
Oh, classic.
The older I get, the more I relate to that, honestly.
Yep. The more you relate to the phrase, I've lost control of my life.
Yep. But yeah, if you haven't checked out the Indivisible prototype yet, I know we're kind of shilling it at this point. I swear we're not affiliated with Lab Zero.
I wish we were.
I wish we were. I would love to get paid for this, but fucking please check it out. I'll probably link it again at the bottom of this post, because this is gonna go right on Tumblr once we're done. Regardless,
Tumblr, YouTube, and SoundCloud.
Tumblr, YouTube, and SoundCloud, or maybe Bandcamp, depending on if SoundCloud wants to cooperate with me.
Yes.
But, just look at it. Like, I mean,
you're missing out.
You really are, honestly. I've been missing out for the longest fucking time.
One thing we forgot to mention last week when we talked about it was the guest characters.
Oh, yeah!
There's several party members in the game that are from other indie games that have come out. You can get the main character from Guacamelee. There's Annie from Skullgirls. The runner, Shovel Knight. The runner from Bit Trip. Runner? Wait. No. Fuck, I can't remember the... This is embarrassing. The beautiful pixel art game with the cool, like, a post-apocalyptic world.
It's not... Are you sure it's not Bit Trip Runner?
No, not Bit Trip Runner.
Pretty sure it is.
It's something Runner. Let's get off this topic. We're embarrassing ourselves because my brother funded that one, and he's gonna kill me.
Probably.
But yeah, there's lots of guest characters. It's really cool. There's so many party members in that game.
I'm really excited to see how some of the ones that aren't in the fucking prototype work. Mm-hmm. Like, just reading all the descriptions and stuff, and like learning about the characters' backstories.
Dog that shoots lightning.
Dog that shoots lightning is probably number one, honestly. Like, let's be honest, you can't go wrong with a dog that fucking shoots lightning. You really can't.
You really can't.
Like, I don't even have to say it. I shouldn't even have to say anything else about Indivisible, except for the fact that there is a dog that shoots lightning, because dogs in video games sell very well. Look at fucking Metal Gear Solid 5. Look at
Haunting Ground. Haunting
Look
Ground
at Undertale. Did it really?
No. Haunting Ground is such a specific like horror game, because you take a look at it and you're like, oh, gross fetish stuff. But then you think about it, and then the game is the fear of voyeurism.
Oh, God.
Where you're like this posh, well-bred white lady, and you've got a cool dog who is amazing. Huey is his name. And then you've got to escape not creepy bad touch scenarios.
Well, let's not continue to talk about this, because that does not sound like something that I'm interested in the slightest.
It's actually a decent game. It's one of the games that came out of the broken remnants of Resident Evil 4 when it got remade like 7 times. over the course of its development. The dog Huey actually appears in RE4. He's the dog that saves you from the El Gigante fight. So after the dog saves the main character of Haunting Ground, he somehow got into Spain and saved Leon from a giant.
Well, dogs are magic, and I mean, I shouldn't have to say anything else.
All right, so plane shot over Turkey. Shot down by Turkey.
Shot down
Russian plane?
Oh, I didn't hear about that, honestly. I don't know why we jumped from video games to fucking real-life events, but fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really sure where to start with this one.
Yeah, me neither, honestly. We were going so well with not real-life shit, and then we
can't talk about nothing but video games.
We did talk about anime merchandise for like a good 10 minutes.
So. Yeah, I guess time to talk about really sad, depressing stuff that might scale horribly out of control and ruin us all.
Oh, lovely. That sounds fantastic. Not!
So Turkey shot down a Russian plane.
Oh, and that sounds great.
The headline that I really liked was, physicists say both official accounts are absolutely impossible.
Are you serious?
So, it's a really bad sign when a country shoots down a plane that's violating its airspace.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bad situation first of all, why the fuck are you in my airspace? Number two, holy shit, you shot down my plane.
Right.
And this is a warplane.
Uh-huh.
And this happened Tuesday, I believe, and it crashed in Syrian territory. And Turkey,
that makes things so much better.
Turkey claims it gave Russia, I believe, 10 warnings about violating its airspace, and Russia dismissed the claims as being rubbish.
Rubbish.
So the plane was traveling faster than what Turkey said, apparently, and it's basically just no one knows. We don't know who to believe. Everyone's putting their hands up, going, "I didn't fucking do it. I was just doing my job," and no one's happy. It's really bad. That's
it's stuff like this that makes me wonder, like, is there gonna be another world war? Like, I don't mean to jump into I don't mean to cannonball right off the fucking deep end and fearmonger shit, but like with the way things are going lately, it's just I feel like it's just a matter of time before someone fucking snaps, and well, here we are. But and like, it doesn't help that there's so much bullshit going on, not just in America, but in basically every country all across the world. It's just like there's so many dumb people that are either in power or very close to power, and it's just like, what the fuck are you doing? I just want to take some of these people to shake them. Like, specifically one person that may or may not be a viable presidential candidate for the United States election next year that I will not name because I'm not about to, open myself up to a bunch of hate. Although if you know me at all, you can probably figure out who the fuck I'm talking about. But
didn't Donald Trump go on record saying that all Muslims in America need to wear a special badge marking them as such?
You know what? He did. And you know what? Can we just fucking talk about that for a second? Because that is exactly what Hitler did to the Jews in fucking Nazi Germany. I'm pretty sure that what he said was almost verbatim with what Hitler said. And I'm not one to compare people to Hitler lightly.
Hey,
I don't just...
one of Stephen Harper's speeches was verbatim for Palpatine's speech in The Phantom Menace.
I can't believe you're... Are you kidding me?
I'm dead serious. It's just like two lines that lined up, but it's still so funny. There's a video out there of just like Stephen Harper saying Palpatine lines during one of his speeches in a national address.
Can I just say that I'm so glad Stephen Harper isn't in charge of Canada anymore?
Yeah,
because
me too.
Since you guys, I will admit I don't really know a lot about Canadian politics, but you guys are right there. I'm in Pennsylvania. We're like a good couple hours from each other. So if Canada goes fucking AWOL, we'll probably be one of the first ones to,
actually, if Canada went AWOL, we'd immediately self-destruct because we don't have nuclear weapons, and you guys do.
Right. Well, I mean, that would still be bad because, the nuclear fallout would spread to America and we would fucking die.
Yay, nuclear winter. But,
right.
Yeah, no, it's kind of funny I live in Saskatchewan, and Saskatchewan is a very, very conservative part of Canada. Like, Canada is traditionally very, like, center wing. Like, it's a very liberal country, I'd say. Mm-hmm. Saskatchewan is very, very conservative. And
my condolences.
And it's kind of funny hearing the stories and, like, just what I've experienced of the day after the election. You go out and people are actively hostile because they're so upset over the huge liberal, like, just blowout. Oh.
Well, that's totally horrible. I feel so bad for them. I can't see that with a straight face. Sorry.
And then I know a few people who are really upset that the NDP didn't win. And I'm like, well, the NDP's not going to pull a majority government for a long time. But regardless, I think my favorite thing about Donald Trump is that he introduced the phrase "build a wall" to me. And I'm constantly saying we should build a wall around this to keep out insert thing here.
Honestly, despite all the racism, despite all the fucking bullshit that comes out of his mouth every single time he opens it, there's a lot of stuff that he says that's, pretty meme-worthy. And building a wall is kind of the big one, honestly. But I personally think that we should build a wall around the White House to keep Donald Trump the fuck out. Fuck that.
Fund my Patreon so I can build a wall around Saskatchewan.
Yeah, right? I'm gonna make a Kickstarter right now. Fucking help me design the logo.
We'll get Chen on it. Chen's supposed to have had her fucking Get Alongcast art made for this episode. I don't think she'll have it finished in time, so...
Well, we'll see.
Thanks, Chen. She's busy drawing her Fate Grand Order fan art.
All right. I think maybe we should start to wrap this up a little bit, just because we're getting way into politics, and that's not something that I want to do until closer to November of next year when the U.S. election happens.
Oh God, that's not happening until next year.
No.
Holy
no, it's
shit.
not. The last. Okay, so elections in the United States, obviously they're once every 4 years. Mm-hmm. The last election was in 2012.
Oh yeah.
And 2016 is the next election.
For some reason, I thought it was in 2011. So.
Oh no! That would make sense for all this fucking political circus to be around if that were the case. But we're still a little under a year out from the actual election, honestly. Wow. And you already have all this dumb shit going on. That's why I don't even pay attention to half of it anymore. Because odds are half these people, like, I guarantee you, half the people that are running, quote unquote, for Republican presidency right now are going to drop out by the time, by 6 months from now. Honestly, probably.
Yeah. I'll just wrap it. I'll finalize this with a great quote I read. My brother found on NeoGAF. He's a GAF user. And it was, Barack Obama being elected president officially broke every Republican candidate.
You know what?
Since John McCain's failed attempt at the presidency, that's the moment that the Republican Party got fucking hilarious.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's hilarious to it is half the stuff that they say is fucking hilarious. I will admit I have laughed at many a thing that Donald Trump specifically has said, but like, what's not funny is the fact that people actually support them, and like fucking, I don't know if you heard about it, but a while back, like I think it was last week or the week before or earlier this week, I don't remember exactly when, but one of the Black Lives Matter people was at a Donald Trump rally, and I'm not sure exactly the gender, were physically assaulted by Donald Trump supporters who were screaming the words "All Lives Matter" to him, and I'm just like, what the fuck kind of dystopian novel is this? Like
1980 Trump.
1980 Trump.
Okay.
No,
we're
I don't
hitting the
want
50-minute
Trump to be
mark.
Big
We
Brother.
do got to move on to our last segment here.
Yeah. Let's fucking.
We're just
let's
talking
get off
about
the
how
politics.
hilarious Donald Trump is. You can tell we didn't have much material for this week. So
No, it's
our final
it's
segment.
been a slow week.
What are you doing this next week? What are your plans?
Well, I have a lot of math to do because this is the last week of math hell that I have to go through before the semester is over. I have a take-home test due not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday, and that is the absolute last assignment that I have to worry about for the rest of the semester. So once I hand that in, I can essentially clock the fuck out and not have to worry about school until next January. So I'm going to be doing a lot of that. When I'm not doing that, odds are I'll probably be playing some really easy to get into video games like Animal Crossing.
You should play that with me.
I should actually, and we probably will at some point this week because I desperately need a haircut in that game because I haven't played it for like 3 weeks.
Do you not have the hairdresser?
I restarted again.
Okay. If you want to take out a loan on the Bank of Avery, I mean, I'm more than willing. But just know, our interest rates will cost you a lot more than a couple bells.
Oh baby! All right. But yeah, that's what I plan on doing this week, and then probably what I'm gonna do next week, next weekend. Probably after we record this, is I'm going to get so drunk it's not going to be funny. I mean, it'll be hilarious for me, but not for anyone that has to witness it.
Great.
So there's that. What are you going to do this week?
Well, I have been a lazy piece of shit and need to get some videos uploaded. I've got a video with Chen coming out. We played Twinkle Star Sprites on Fightcade. Spoilers. I have been feeling creatively drained. I just haven't been funny when I've been trying to record, material. I'll have to bust out the next episode of Mew Mew Power. That's kind of my emergency provisions when I need material.
That's just because you're not funny.
I know. I made $300 off this shit over like the course of 4 years. It's not that bad.
That's true.
As for games I'm going to play, I picked up Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. I'm really liking it so far. I'm eager to keep playing that. I picked Smash 4 back up because there is a community for it where I go to school. It would be nice to go and maybe try not to be a lonely piece of shit. And I also need to start AU Senki. Which will be a good time. I think. I hope.
Hopefully. Well, assuming I make it through this week and actually somewhat coherent and can, function as a human being, we will talk more about a whole bunch of stuff next week, including
whether or not Indivisible succeeds.
The dramatic conclusion to the Indivisible
trilogy.
Indiegogo. I'm honestly kind of really hoping that it does get funded now. At first, I didn't really give a shit either way, but now I'm just like, please, you have 20% left. You've come so far.
Yeah, at first I was like, I hope this gets funded, and I threw my money at it, and then later I'm like, no, I need this to get funded, and then I doubled my funding, and I'm hoping.
Well, one way or another, we will find out next week in the dramatic conclusion and also episode 3 of the Get Alongcast. Hopefully, it's a positive outcome. If not, we'll probably be very depressed and crying for a good half of it. But we'll see.
So, I feel like this will be our final thing that we say every week. We kind of should do this. So on a scale from 1 to 10, how much did we get along this week?
Oh, you know what? That's actually a really good idea. I don't know why we didn't think about this from episode 1, honestly. In my opinion, I would say probably about an 8.
Yeah, we didn't talk very much. We've been really busy, so...
Yeah, I'm going
to give it a 7, because the little bit we did, you kind of just ignored me all week.
Yeah.
Going, are we still on for Saturday? Dude?
Absolute fucking silence.
It's like, I'm just freaking out. I'm like, oh shit, did I piss them off what I say?
No, I've just been so busy with a whole bunch of shit. I didn't mean to actually ignore you, which is why I gave myself an 8. But fucking, well, you know what? we'll do better this week. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Probably.
Hey,
hopefully.
seven's still pretty good. Still majority.
True.
And 6 out of 10 ain't bad. And this is
True.
7 out of 10.
True. All right. So I think this is a good place to end it there. Next week we will talk about Indivisible, and hopefully we'll have some actual stories that aren't
us going,
politics.
hey dude, I got anime figures.
Yeah, right? Don't fucking nerding out over here over fucking
Boss
pieces
Mako.
of plastic. Yeah, right?
I can't wait to get my Yukari Nendoroid.
Shut the...
Hey, I know, that's coming in the mail. I bought it.
Oh, no. I didn't think that was actually real.
No, I have 2 Toho Nendoroids.
Great. Now I need another one. Fuck. Oh, well. Well...
Bye, everybody. See you next week.
I don't know what to say now. Bye.